Hello and welcome. Today we are going to break down the English phrases that you absolutely need for life's biggest moments. From just figuring out what to eat for dinner to those huge career-defining interviews, honestly, having the right words is a total game changer. So let's dive right in. Haven't we all been there? That moment where your mind just goes completely blank and the perfect English phrase is nowhere to be found. It happens. But whether you're choosing a restaurant or sitting in a high-stakes job interview, the right words can make all the difference. So that's what this is all about, giving you the tools to feel way more confident in those exact situations. Okay, first up, let's cover the essentials for just, everyday English. These are the kinds of phrases you're going to use in really casual, normal situations, like deciding where to grab a bite to eat. Think of these low-pressure moments as the perfect training ground for building up that confidence. This question right here, it's simple, but it's so incredibly effective. It's just a really polite, direct way to ask for a recommendation. And what if you're on the other side of that question? A great response is, I'd recommend giving it a try. It sounds super friendly and confident. Here's a great little word for your vocabulary, bistro. You know that perfect spot? It's not a casual cafe, but it's not a super fancy restaurant either. It's right in the middle. Using precise words like this can really make your conversational English sound that much more natural. Oh, this is a good one. This really shows you the power of nuance. Saying I don't like it can come across as a little blunt, right? A much more polite way to say it is, I'm not all that crazy about it. See how that just softens your opinion? It keeps the conversation flowing. It's a great reminder that it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. And building on that, let's talk about how to say what you do want. The phrase, I'm in the mood for, is absolutely perfect for this. It's such a clear and polite way to state what you'd prefer, whether you're craving something really specific or you just have a general idea in mind. Okay, so we've practiced expressing ourselves in a casual setting. Now let's take that same idea, that same clarity, and apply it to a situation with much higher stakes, your career. Because in a job interview, how you talk about your experience is, well, it's everything. It's all about telling a really compelling story about yourself. First things first, let's clear up some common terms you're going to hear. A BA stands for Bachelor of Arts. It's pretty much the standard four-year university degree. Just knowing these little acronyms helps you understand where other people are coming from, and it helps you describe your own background with a lot more confidence. And by the way, you might also see a BS, which is a Bachelor of Science. You're also going to hear the words major and minor thrown around all the time when people talk about their education. It's simple, really. Your major is your main focus, the thing you studied the most. Your minor is like your secondary area of study. So if you say, my major was in English with a minor in business, it paints a really clear picture of your academic background. Now let's map out a pretty common career journey. A lot of people start out as an intern, right? That's where you go to get some real-world experience. From there, you might move into a junior role when you're starting out, and then, as you get more experience, you advance to a senior position, which comes with a lot more responsibility. Understanding this progression helps you talk about exactly where you are in your own career. This is such a powerful little trick. Instead of saying something like, I worked on the sports news section, try saying, I was in charge of the sports news section. Can you feel the difference? That one phrase just highlights your leadership and your responsibility. It makes a much, much stronger impression. This one is so important, especially when you're talking about your earlier jobs. Framing them as learning experiences is absolutely key. Saying something like, it really helped me build my skills, shows that you're focused on growth and that every single experience has prepared you for whatever comes next. All right, so interviewers know what's on your resume, but they also want to know who you are as a person. And this is your chance to really shine by describing your personal qualities and your strengths in a super professional way. So let's stock your verbal toolbox with some really strong adjectives to describe your professional side. Words like focused, hardworking, and enthusiastic can make a fantastic impression. Seriously, just having a few of these in your back pocket can be a huge help in an interview. Let's zoom in on this one because it's so important. Team player is way more than just a buzzword. It means you know how to collaborate, you can communicate, and you can contribute to a group effort to get things done. Trust me, almost every single employer is looking for this. So being able to say, I believe I'm a good team player is incredibly valuable. Now here is a fantastic way to talk about your ambition. This phrase frames your drive to grow as a really positive thing, not like you're criticizing your old jobs. It tells the interviewer that you're motivated, you're proactive, and you are ready for whatever new challenges they can throw at you. All right, let's turn up the heat a little bit. We're going to go from the pressure of a professional setting to, well, life or death situations and really tough conversations. Because clear communication is never, ever more important than when the stakes are at their absolute highest.
Whoa. Okay, just imagine hearing that. It is pure panic. In a moment of crisis, emotions are running so high that clarity just gets lost. Now, this is an extreme example from a medical show, but it perfectly sets the stage for why calm, clear, precise language is so critical.
And here is the antidote to that panic, a clear, calm definition. In the middle of all that chaos, a phrase like, "the patient is in critical condition," delivers immediate, understandable information. It's direct, it's serious, and it removes all the emotion to focus on the facts at hand. Now, let's switch gears from a medical crisis to more of a professional one, explaining why you left a job which can feel just as scary sometimes. Starting with, "to be honest," is a great signal. It tells the other person you're about to be real with them. And admitting a past experience was quite tough shows honesty and a lot of self-awareness. And here's how you do it. Here's how you turn that tough experience into a major strength. The key is to not get stuck on the negative stuff. Instead, you pivot. You pivot to what you learned and what you're looking for now. Framing your reason for leaving as a search for a more challenging role is the perfect, positive way to wrap up a difficult story. Okay, well, we have covered a lot of ground, haven't we? From casual chats to high-stakes interviews. So let's do a quick fire round and review the most versatile, most useful phrases we've talked about. Here it is. Think of this as your quick reference list, your cheat sheet. These phrases are going to help you ask for suggestions, politely say what you like and don't like, describe your experience with authority, and express your ambitions. Definitely keep these in your back pocket for your next big conversation. So there you have it. We have equipped you with the language for everyday moments, for big professional challenges, and even for those super high-stakes situations. Now, the only question left is, which one of these phrases are you going to take out into the real world and use first? Thanks for joining me.